What's up, my PT peeps? One Eye Bri back to talk about The Walking Dead and do a top 10 most hated character list, updated list. We made one a while ago, several months ago, and we have it updated from season 1 to season 7. So if you're not up to date, stop watching now, I guess. But if you want to know our top 10 most hated characters, the list as of season 7, here we go. So it's tough, really tough to narrow it down to 10. So we got some honorable mentions, and seasons 1 through 7 of The Walking Dead, there's been so many characters, but number 10 is Rosita for season 7. Especially after the premiere of season 7, she just was a freaking, pardon my French, a bitch. She was not very nice to Sasha, which pissed me off, and she was just all about getting even, getting things, and she was getting people killed, and it wasn't very cool. So number 10, Rosita. Number 9, Gregory. Now, I like Xander Berkeley's portrayal of Gregory, but Gregory is just nothing but a pain in the butt, annoying character, coward. That's nothing good for the group, for Maggie, for Rick, for anybody. He's just one thing after the next, trying to look out for himself. Just terrible, and there's no way you can like Gregory. I don't know how you could. But number 8, Arat. Just the name Arat is annoying. It's like, what is that? You know, it's reverse Tara for Savior Tara or whatever, but just something about the character's personality, the look, just the attitude all the time. She killed freaking Olivia. Just annoying. I mean, I just can't stand her. There's no going to be any redeeming qualities of that character in my eyes. Number 7, Andrea. Andrea, by far, is the biggest mistake on the show from the comic book. It changed a lot of big things, but her connection with the governor was just one of the most frustrating things on the show to date, and it was just terrible to watch. She kind of betrayed Michonne, took the governor's side. It was just terrible, and every time I watched the episodes, the earlier episodes of season 3, it's just what could have been with Andrea on the show, and it was just freaking terrible. So number 6 is, I don't know how you like this guy, but Pete. He was just terrible, one of the worst Alexandrians there were. Just people like this would survive in The Walking Dead or a zombie apocalypse because he was a surgeon, killing Reg, fighting Rick, beating up his kids, his wife. I ain't got time for that. You need to go, Pete, and I'm glad you did. Terrible. Number 5 is another Alexandrian, Spencer. Spencer Monroe. You know, just a spoiled brat, aristocrat kid with, political parents that were just calling him. He's just a baby. He thought he could do better. He thought he could do that. So why didn't you? He tried to recruit Negan against Rick. It was pretty hilarious, and you got what was coming to you. Number 4, Jadis. Terrible. Now, she could be number 1 by far, but just the way she talks and the way she portrayed Rick and the way she does things, it's just terrible. It's just annoying to how they talk and just how they are. It's kind of funny with the lay with you after thing with Rick and Michonne, but other than that, just you need to go. That haircut needs to go for sure. I don't want to see that character anymore. Number 3 is David. He's gone, so it's great, but just hated, just terrible. There's just nothing about him. He's just a slime ball, a scumbag, a dirtbag, just an overall terrible character. From episode 704, you're like, man, get this guy out of here. And luckily we did, and we got to deal with him no more. But terrible David. Number 2, another savior, Jarrod. Terrible character, just annoying. Just he's the bully guy that can get away with it, but if he couldn't, he would get his butt kicked over and over again. He would get killed, but he's a savior, so he's on the bully side. So he's a tough guy, right? That's how it works, but he's just terrible. There's nothing going to be redeeming about that person. Honorable mentions, I got a bunch of them. Mitch from season 4. He's the one that gave the governor the nickname, kind of my nickname. Ed from season 1. Just another terrible character on the show. Really the Anderson family, but Sam and Ron, terrible for sure. Nicholas and Aiden, another group of the Alexandrians that were just like, who are these guys? These are terrible people. Alan just wanted to take over the prison, just a horrible part of season 3 character-wise. And Gary, he's okay, but ultimately I think he's just a bully savior as well. Number 1, it it was hard for me to not have her back at number 1. Laurie Grimes just, to me, is terrible. One of the worst parts of the show of season 2 and of season 3. Just a terrible character for Rick, and the whole thing with Rick and Shane. And that would have been so different of a dynamic if she didn't pin the two against each other and have that whole ordeal with Shane. And she's to blame a little bit too. You can't just put it all on Shane. But Laurie Grimes is number 1. So post your comments below, guys. Who's your top 10 list and your number 1? Like I said, I want to hear your list. I want to see what you got. Post your comments, your list. Check out the Walking Dead community page on Facebook. Like the channel, you like the group. If you like the channel, hit that subscribe button today. It really helps us out. And as always, guys, thank you for watching.